Hello there, the name's Mike. I deliver Let's Plays. I believe I have an episode for you. And that episode is Paper Mario, episode number 27. Last time, we finished up in the Crystal Castle, and we saved all of the Star Spirits to set our goal of moving forward and stopping King Bowser finally. This time, we actually are going to head on out and start doing that. However, before we start, I have something to say. During the time that I decided to do some side quests and collect some things, my computer decided to fail on me, and that means that I did not lose everything, but I did lose my save file for this game, and it was before I had finished my side quests, and so I did not have my save file again to move on. That means that my stats in this game may be different from my stats in the game that you guys had been following up until this point, and because I had not finished all of the side quests that I was meaning to go out and do, I decided that I wouldn't be doing them anytime soon because, like I said from the beginning, I didn't really want this to be a 100% run in the first place, and I'd only be releasing stuff as bonus videos anyway. As far as what I had and hadn't finished, I had finished Koopa Koot's Favors, which was pretty straightforward, and I do have the video footage of that. So I will probably be still posting that as a bonus video at some point. I was in progress finishing Chuck Quizmo's quizzes, which quite frankly is pretty straightforward to do. It's just really, really time consuming. Basically, you go down to the Toad Town tunnels and you swap between a few of the different areas that are there, and you wait for him to show up. And when he does, you do the question, and then you head off to another area until you keep finding him over and over, and you get all of his star pieces. There are 64 of them. The questions tend to be fairly simple, although some of them are a little bit tricky. Some of them will have required you to actually pay a little bit more attention to the game than most people normally would. We saw an example of that question with the of that type of question when we were asked what color of pants the King Goomba was wearing. There are a couple more of them, but then there are also some very dead easy questions like, who am I? Well, you're Chuck Quizmo, we know that. We've heard you introduce yourself like 50 times. But anyway, so there's that, and then after that I was going to go and run through the world collecting the things that I had not yet collected, which is more or less impossible at this point because I've had to replay the entire game, and I don't know if I collected and did not collect all the same things everywhere. For the most part, I know I did as far as badges, but as far as star pieces go, I am not entirely sure which ones I missed, which ones I got, because I was mostly just focusing on rushing through the entire game, and I did it all in about maybe 7 hours, so I'm kind of proud of myself on that one. But anyway, this time we are going to be moving forward and taking on King Bowser. I'm going to take you guys through a couple of things that I've got, I should say, while we're here. First off is badges. I've got, I changed up what I was using a little bit, just because I figured that it would be a little bit easier to make it through the game this way. So I've got Power Jump on, Super Jump Charge, and Power Bounce. I know that I said it was extremely overpowered, and the fact is that it is. And that's why I got through the game so fast, partially. I keep Hammer Throw on just because it's useful to have it. Just in case there are enemies that are completely out of reach of your jump abilities. Quick Change, Peekaboo, just because it was nice to be able to see what enemies had. Both of the Power Pluses, and then now I have Power Up Defense Down on, just because the way that Power Bounce works is, Spike Shield just because it lets me jump on spiked enemies. The way that Power Bounce works is it starts at whatever your max power is for your regular jump, and then every consecutive jump it goes down 1. That means having one power up point gives you 1 damage across the board until you reach down to 1 damage. So if you only had plus two attack, so your attack started with 3, which is the standard for your Ultra Boots, it would go 3, 2, and then 1 5 times because the limit is 7 on bosses. So that results in 10 damage. If you have both power-ups plus the power-up defense down plus the Ultra Boots, you are now getting 2, 3, 5 more damage to start with. So that would be 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then another 1. Which totals out to be, what is that, 6 and 7, 21, 24 damage. And if you use Super Jump Charge, that starts you off at 9, which is, or 9 or 10, I don't even know. No, 9. And then if you use Watt's power up, you get all the way up to 10. And that's why Power Bounce is OP, because if you start at 10 and you get all 7 consecutive ones, I think it does like 40 or 50 damage or something. It's crazy. Hi Merlin, what's going on? Got another dream. Oh, so yeah, see, this is an example of something that we did the first time, but not in my replay, because I didn't really care. I got the badge earlier on, because you can get this quick change badge at any point in time. And then he came out after. Oh my god, the flashing is back. I am sorry. So now that that is done, yeah, that's one example of things. Another example is I never actually returned the mailbag to this postman. So we can do that right now. And he'll give us a star piece on screen. You guys didn't get to see the star piece the first time, so this is partially why I'm doing it. I didn't turn that in on purpose to make sure that you guys would see it. Anyway, since we have all of the star spirits, we can move on ahead to Star Haven. And we would do that by going to Shooting Star Summit, I believe. Another thing that I didn't get is I think that there's a star piece somewhere in this area, isn't there? And I did not get that, that's for sure. Yeah, there it is. I didn't get this one. Yep, so let's move on back and head up the mountain to the summit. And we will finally be able to resume our adventure. Alright. I'm actually pretty stoked for this part of the game because I have only ever played this part of the game once now, as you might imagine. When I was playing through the rest of the game, I really enjoyed Crystal Palace again, of course, but the rest of the game, it was a little bit too soon, so I'm actually excited to play this. Mario, can you hear me? What do we have here? I'm going to open the entrance to Star Way. Enter this path without fear. The Star Way continues all the way up to the Star Haven. We 7 Star Spirits will be waiting for you here. We wish to give you our remaining power. With this power, you will be able to stand up to the Star Rod Bowser holds. And here we go. A magical beam of light has erupted from the ground. We anxiously await you. Mario, make haste to Star Haven. And that I will. So if we stand inside of it, we get a nice little beam me up Scotty moment. Then we end up on this weird, ethereal kind of platform that seems like it could be made out of, I don't even know. There are enemies up here, however, so do be careful. I don't have Flame Shield on, so I'm just going to have to hammer regularly on these enemies. And Goombario is, of course, going to be useless. They split apart, these fire enemies do. Let's tell them. Let's tell. This is an Ember. Embers are fire monsters forged from uncanny blue fire. Let's see, we tend to take our forward defense poses. They may look frosty, but they're actually on fire, so fire attacks won't work. They'll divide themselves when they're attacked. Keep attacking them though, you'll get them eventually. They'll probably fight back. Their attacks usually deal out 3 damage points. Water attacks work well. Let's beat them before they get a chance to burn us. Good suggestions. So, too bad we didn't. And they burned my party member, unfortunately. Which is quite a big deal. Because that's... Oh yeah, because I have the defense down. That's why they're doing 5 and not 4. Because... Let's see. Oh yes, another thing that I did was I made all these deluxe feasts. I'll get to that in a second, but because we can't attack with our party member, I'm just going to use Starstorm to get rid of all of them really quick, or at least the 2 that are low, and do a bunch of damage to the front one. I'm not sure if he'll split apart. Yeah, no, he doesn't have space to split apart, so that's good. So as you can see, I am still clearly awful at defensive action commands. However, thanks to playing through the entire game trying to use Power Bounce, I have gotten a little bit better at using the jump command. So we'll see how that goes. I'm still pretty streaky, I won't lie. So yeah, let's. Oh yeah. So what I did was let me just stop a minute. So a deluxe feast, amazing food cooked by Tasty, restores 40 HP and 40 FP. The way that you make these, it is a Tasty recipe. You make them with 1 shroom steak and 1... I don't want to fight you. 1 shroom steak and 1 potato salad. And the way you make those are, a shroom steak is made from 1 ultra shroom, just so. And that's difficult because shroom steaks, of course, they only have They only have... Sorry, the Ultra Shrooms, there are only so many in the game. Because, of course, you can't buy them anywhere. You only get them from question mark blocks and such. But you can also make them with one life shroom and one regular mushroom. Life shrooms can be bought in Starborn Valley and the Boo's Mansion, and mushrooms can be bought a whole bunch of places. And when you merge those, you get a shroom steak. And when to get the potato salad, when you sleep at the Toad House in Shiver City, like I mentioned before, you did see this stuff. You get a nice potato, you cook that alone, and you get a potato salad. You merge them together, you get a deluxe feast. Probably one of the strongest items in the game. The only item that's better is when you merge an Ultra Shroom and a Jamming Jelly, and you get a Ultra Gel or something. Anyway, let's use a tidal wave here. We haven't actually seen this one, so basically the command is like a reaction thing: B, down, C, and A, and you do it as fast as you can. So let's see how well I can do. I think there's only 6. Oh, okay, so there's more than 6 for sure. I only got 6 that time, and I think it does... yeah, so it does damage equal to how many you get, and since these guys are fired, they took 2 extra damage, so they got... so they took 8 each, which is pretty cool. Sushi's actually really strong. I didn't use her very much. I kind of realized that later. I only really used her on Lava Lava Island, and after that, I think she kind of got forgotten a little bit. So, oh, we got a shooting star from up here. Nice. So we have a little bit of an offensive... mobbing attack now. The one thing that I don't have on right now is I do not have any mobbing skills, which is different. Last time I was using the Mega Quake pretty heavily. When I heard that all of the star spirits were captured and the star rod was stolen, I lost it. I figured this is it. This is the end of the world. But now all of the star spirits have safely returned. It just goes to show you never give up. Yeah, well, you did give up. You gave up hope completely. Good afternoon, or good evening, maybe. In Starhaven, you can see the stars all the time. There used to be a lot more shooting stars, but that was before the star rod was taken. The beauty of this place was incredible back then. Can you still hit these? You still can hit the trees, but they only drop like little sparklies on you. That's it. So let's continue. Let's continue on. Where are we going here? Hello. When the news first hit that the star spirits had been taken away, a friend of mine was so shocked that he got sick. His shining light faded way down to a mere flicker. Since the star spirits have come back, he's regaining a healthy glow now. You're a lightsaver, Mario. Ha, get it? He said lightsaver, not light. Blah, blah. He said lightsaver, not lifesaver. Pretty cool. Our precious star spirits have returned. Oh, happy day. It's all because of you. I guess we'll all wish upon Mario from now. Every star owes you. Yeah, that's kind of cute. So if you go that way, that continues on. We got a Toad House here. Actually, I should probably sleep in that because I took a whole bunch of damage from those embers. Those embers can be quite nasty. And in general, enemies are going to be quite nasty, which is why I took the time to make those deluxe feasts. Enemies are going to be nasty because of having that defense down rather than defense up that we used to have. If it comes to it, especially, and if it comes to it, I may just switch it back off to having the defense up, and probably end up having to take off a couple other things as well, because we won't have enough badge points, because defense up, power up, defense down is only 2 badge points, and the defense plus is obviously 6. It gives me great joy to hear of the Star Spirit's return. Our only wish now is for the return of the Star Rod. It seems so odd, a star making a wish. Yes, well, life is odd sometimes, mate. Like, it's just not really much you can do about it. So let's see, and then here we have the last shop in the game. Another place that you can buy life shrooms is here. I did kind of want one, so I may, excuse me, I'm trying to talk to you, not jump on you. So what I'm going to probably do here is I'm going to sell off, wait, how many do I have? Oh, I've got plenty. Okay, so I'm going to keep that Ultra Shroom, because I may use it, actually. So I'm going to, yes, I want to check my Ultra Shroom. And no, nothing more. And I'm going to buy a life shroom. Another thing that I don't know if I mentioned might be a little bit different is I may have slightly different stats. I know that I had max badge points last time, but I can't remember exactly how much HP and FP I had. Right now I've got 40-30. I think that that's roughly the same, and even if it's not, I would have gotten to this point anyway. So there's only 6 more levels left if I wanted to grind them out. I doubt that I will. I will probably get FP on my next level up and then another point into HP if I get to that point. I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to level up twice or not. But, in other news, we are here. We are at the place from the prologue book. We are at the Sanctuary of the Stars, or whatever you want to call it. I don't actually know if this place has a name. I might have just forgotten it. Let's see what they have to say. Mario, you finally made it. The time has come to take the fight to Bowser's turf. Now, hold still while we seven join together to bestow upon you our final power. Mario can now use Star Beam. If you use this power, you can drain the power of the Star Rod whenever Bowser uses it. Ah yes, and one more thing. I have one final gift which should come in handy. Is it a way to fly out to the middle of nowhere? Because that's kind of my problem right now. I'm here. Oh, no, it actually is. That's what he gives you. They bestow upon you some kind of Mario clown car kind of thing. It's really strange, but it's our link between the regular world and Bowser's Castle. With this ship, however, you can reach it. Climb aboard on to Bowser's Castle. We will always be with you. Whenever you are in need, use our powers to help you. One thing I may also try and do is I may try and show off some of the other skills that we got that we never used. I mean, we used Lullaby, we used Refresh, we used Smooch, we used Star Storm, but we never did use Chill Out or Up and Away. So I might try and use those at some point. And there's one other one that I'm forgetting that I don't think we used either. Look, a shooting star. Princess, come back. Princess, come back. Princess, come back. Did you wish for something? I hope your dreams come true. Me too. I hope it comes through as well. So, everyone is wishing to see the princess again. Everyone is making their wishes on the star that wasn't actually a star. This person here is wishing for a ton of shroom cake. Everyone else is not being selfish like that asshole. But off we go. We are flying to a new adventure. And we enter, rather than just flying directly to Princess Peach's window, we decide to fly into Bowser's mouth. Chapter 8 of Star-Powered Showdown. One thing I don't know if I ever mentioned before is, if you just simply don't do anything on these chapter select screens, and wait a moment, I don't remember how long it is, maybe about 20 seconds? Nope, it's about like 10. That's right, we get some old school Mario Overworld music, but we don't need to listen to that forever, so let's go on in. We will park our clown car that's clearly different from Bowser's right there, and on we go. There's nothing here but a save block, so... Oh wait, is there? Or can we go back here? We can. There's nothing back here for us, but we can. Anyway, let's keep moving on. Off into the world. Chapter 8's world. This place is actually pretty cool, I think. I don't really remember it very much, like I was saying before. So, let's go on over here. I think we can also... I might be wrong on this, but I think we can para-carry here. It sure looks like something we should be able to para-carry, right? No, we can't, because if you fall in the lava, you just die, apparently. So, there's going to be a way to get that stuff later. Around here, though, we do have a secret entrance, because as I'm sure you all saw, the front door was locked. So let's go over here, and let's start exploring. Here we have a Koopa Troll, which we've already seen before, of course, but let's take a look at them again. Little spiky guys. Don't want to jump on them, except we can because we have Spike Shield. So we'll be able to jump, and they have a ton of defense when they're standing, but not so much when they're lying down, so that's pretty cool. We are just going to try and squirt and see if we can take this guy. Oh no, I messed it up. That sucks. At least he didn't do that superpower attack like last time. That would have been upsetting. Anyway, let's finish you guys. Let's finish you off with a hammer and keep on moving. There are a couple of pretty cool enemies in here off memory. This is the guy who has our key, and if we keep going over here, we see a whole bunch of toads stuck in jail. We can't actually talk to them, because why would you want to? They seem to be like the guards and such. So that's all that's down here. We got our We got our key to get in through the front door, and we will be able to begin exploring Bowser's Castle. One thing that I do have to say is Bowser's Castle is very, very large. It will take quite a while to get through this place, and there are a couple of puzzles that I really don't remember. I only vaguely remember them. Here's another Koopa Troll who will hit us first, unfortunately. But that's not a big deal because, like I said, we're just gonna jump on them, take them out. We can take them out in one hit. I'm not gonna do anything with. Actually, we're gonna show off what Water Block does. What Water Block creates a cube of water to boost our defense. So basically, it's the same idea as Watt's power up. I missed it on one of them because I pressed A a little bit too late. So that loses me one turn of defense up. And as we can see, now he only does 3 damage when I block it, rather than the 4 that he did last time. So let's move on up and jump and take out this guy. Unfortunately, these buff-ups won't carry over to the next fight. That would be pretty strong if they did, but yeah, they won't. As far as my items go, I'm going to do my best to conserve. As I was saying, I'm going to do my best to conserve the items that I have, so I will likely be using, or attempting to use, Refresh and Smooch a lot. I really don't want to fight another... Oh my god. And hopefully I'll be able to make it through this place without too much issue. I managed to dodge him that time. Who is it? Oh my god, it's a Hammer Brother. So let's see what the Hammer Brothers look like. They look like this, as you might imagine. We will be able to see them attack at least once, because I'm going to target this back one here. He'll be left with 2 HP, but Watt will take out the front one. So we'll see what a Hammer Brother attack looks like. They are the iconic Hammer Brother enemies. They toss a whole bunch of hammers, so if you let them, they will do a ton to you. So don't let them. Also, when you get shrunk, you do less damage like it implies. I only was able to do 2 damage that time. Because of how much stronger they are compared to a lot of other enemies, they give you a lot of star points too. So I will be using one of my deluxe feasts here because I don't want to die. And spoilers, there is a place that you can replenish some of your items later on. So I will be trying to conserve, but I will be able to replenish at least a little bit later on.
I'm the Gardor of Bowser's Castle. It's my job to keep suspicious types from entering. You must be Mario, let me guess. Do you want to go through here, You want to get to the other side of this wall, right?
Yep.
Okay then. Stand in front of me. Are you standing squarely in front of me? Okay, then I'll let you go through.
Ah. Lets you go through the floor, not the wall. So remember those toads that we were looking at before that we couldn't talk to?
Gah ha ha ha! You fell for it, worm! You'll never escape from that impenetrable prison. Try all you like. All you'll do is exhaust yourself. I'll tell you what, if you make it back up here, I'll let you go through. How's that? Ah ha ha ha! I know you'll never make it. I hope you have a good time shaking and crying down there.
God, that guy doesn't shut up, does he? So I shouldn't have used that. I did not know that there was going to be a health block right here. On the bright side, there may be stuff inside these blocks. Let's see. Yes, there is indeed a tasty tonic, which I don't really need. And a life shroom, which I want a lot more. I still can't believe that all of Peach's castle was kidnapped during the party. I know it was just a means to catch Peach, but still, only an evil fiend like Bowser would do something like that. Please make him pay. I will, don't you worry. Mario, you've come to save us. I just knew you would. All the toads in here used to work in Peach's castle. The princess isn't with us. I think she must be confined somewhere else. Mario, don't worry about us. Saving Princess Peach is the only thing that matters. This wouldn't have happened if we'd had better defenses. I don't know how I can ever apologize to Princess Peach. Oh, it doesn't matter. Saving her is all that counts now. I don't know how exactly you intended to defend against the castle being pulled up into the sky by another castle.
Oh, Mario, you came at long last. As you can see, we're in a horrible situation. Princess Peach is who knows where, and a beautiful castle is being run by Bowser's horrid staff of rejects. Nothing fills me with more joy than serving this castle with my heart and soul, but right now there's nothing I can do. We have no choice but to rely on you now, Mario. Please, at least save our dear Princess Peach.
Well, I would leave you all in here if I could, don't you worry. But I won't, because part of escaping is going to be being able to get on myself, and you can all escape along with me.
There we go. It's a piece of...
Oh, wait, no, that's Bombette. There we go. It's a piece of cake to break these walls. The materials we. This is much easier than the walls of the Koopa Brothers fortress. You're really lucky you have me along, aren't you? Yes, I am, Bombette. Yes, I am. There's also a save block here, but we won't be using it. We're going to keep going a little bit further. Hopefully we don't end up going too far and too crazy in this episode. But now that we know that there's a save block... Oh, that's... Wait, can I jump this? Oh, I can. I don't need parakeet. Sweet. The lava does damage you if you jump in it, so don't jump in it. As if you needed to be told not to jump into the hot lava. But I don't know, sometimes Colorado needed to be told, apparently. Oh my god. Apparently I need to be told too. Colorado did need to be told not to jump into the hot lava, don't forget. So we're going to go here. There is also something else you can do. I'm pretty sure this works, but I could be wrong. And that is, if you use Lackluster, you can indeed go on top of the lava. There's no real purpose for it in this room, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a purpose for it later. And he does go slower to reflect the fact that he has to struggle to do it. The cloud does not like fire, apparently. Which, I mean, nothing really likes fire. But yeah, so there we go. So, yeah, so we're going to go. We have to use this to get over here. You stand on this, and then that'll make that platform over there move, which is real nice. And if you're lucky, you can beat it over here. Well, if you're not if you're lucky, but if you're not slow as balls, you can make it over here in time to get on top and not have to wait for an entire cycle of it. Since these moving platforms sure are slow. Now here's a cool thing: you can go through here and into another side, but you don't have a way. Actually, you don't have an actual way to get up there. I think, right? That's kind of strange, actually. I might have to go and try and solve the puzzle of that later. So we're gonna see. Let's hit this next switch. See what this one does. It does the same thing, another moving platform. We're going to go past it a little bit real quick, just in case there's something hidden way over here. And we're going to need Paracarry coming up. Oh, boy. No, there's nothing here. I wasted my time. So that's unfortunate, but let's go on back and head over the bridge. Continue making progress, slowly but surely. And see how long it takes us to find Bowser here. I like the ambiance of this place. So far, the puzzles haven't been very difficult. Obviously, there's just one thing that's been taunting us, but we haven't been in here for very long anyway. So, oh no, that's also a Paracarry thing. Unless I just suck at jumping, but I'm gonna use Paracarry anyway. They are trying to make things a little bit more mechanically demanding, as you can see by the fact that this platform is tiny, and that you probably need to be at the very edge of that platform to make that. Yeah, you do. So we're going to use Paracarry to full effect here. He's going to be pulling his weight, literally, well, pulling our weight, I guess, and helping us out. The cool thing I like about Bowser's Castle is I do think you need every single party member to make it through here. I could be wrong. Oh no, don't do that. Stop it. Paracarry, please. Please leave me alone. I could be wrong. I mean, obviously you don't need Goombario for anything in the field. That's ridiculous. But so far we've already needed Bombette and Paracarry and Lackluster. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to need Sushi. Because what would you need Sushi for here? And here, right here, you might be able to guess you need O. To be able to get through this, you hide so that the fire doesn't melt your face off as you pass through it. And there you go. And then you need Paracarry again to get over here. So the only people we haven't needed yet are Cooper and Sushi and Watt. Cooper, Sushi, Watt, and I guess Goombario if you really want to count him. Goombario isn't really going to do anything. He just tattles. We can use Goombario to make him feel special. One thing that I do have to say is I will be using Goombario, at least a little bit, because he is definitely one of the stronger members of the party at this point in the game, so late. So why not? I mean, why not, right? Oh boy, I don't know what's going on here, but I think Bombette's the right person to use, because whatever that is looks scary. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Bombette. Uh-oh, they've seen me.
Uh-oh, but Mario is right there. Now what are we supposed to do in this situation? Gabby Koopa told us something, but I'm drawing a total blank. I think she told us not to let him touch that switch. Oh no, do you mean that thinks we have to fight him? No, he'll wipe the floor with us.
Stop your belly aching. Who says we should be afraid of Mario, huh? He's not so bad. Whatever happens, we can't let him push this switch. Don't you care that King Bowser needs our help? Come on, take this plumber. Show him what you're made of.
Well, we have no choice. Gotta be brave. Gotta be.
And here they come. Ugh. Jeez. Alright, so since we've got a big old fight here, and I'm the cheap person that I am, first off we're going to power bomb just to see how much damage it does to these people. Because they do have a lot of defense, and it does 4 to all the Koopas and 7 to the Magic Koopa. Let's see, actually, let's see if we'll be able to cheese this by using the fact that they should hopefully all decide to charge themselves up this turn. No, they decided they wanted to attack me. That's unfortunate. We're going to take a whole bunch of damage for that, and I can't block, obviously. So, let's see. Let's just use Bombette. Actually, let's focus here, because we're going to refresh, sorry, because we're going to use Bombette to finish the fight after this anyway. Get back some of our precious HP and FP. Save some of our things. Let's go here, power bomb again, and see if we can't take these guys out. Boom, done. I always like focusing Magic Koopas in any fight that they appear, just because Magic Koopas can get really annoying, man. Like, I don't really want to fight them at all. Like, they can do crazy stuff, like buff up their teammates, do a lot of damage. They're just not fun to play against. Definitely some of the stronger enemies in the game, so now that the fire is gone... Oh, how totally weird. The lava cooled off and became hard as rock. Neat. It seems cool enough for us to walk on, Mario. We can go now. Alright, sweet. So we can jump down here and we can walk on all the lava, which is pretty cool. That's probably how you do that one thing if you go all the way back, which we are, of course, going to do just to see what that was. It also helps you get these Thunder Rages and the mystery, I guess, if you really want it. I'm not going to take that mystery. Just because I think it's going to be a waste of my time. It's probably just going to be another bloody petal or something. Now it's okay if you fall. See, Mario doesn't care if he jumps in the lava anymore. Let's spin on over and head in here. See if we can get what's in this treasure. What is it? What do we have? The castle key, which we did need. So I guess we did need to come all the way back here. Ha! I didn't actually know that. I was just coming back here because I like collecting stuff. But, yep, we needed to come back here, and now we have a key. So we don't have a door yet, though. I don't know where exactly this key's gonna go. Knowing what it was, if this key was necessary, like it should be, obviously because it's a key. This isn't Zelda 1. What's probably the case is if we had tried to go a little bit further, we would have found a locked door. Yeah, there it is. I don't even know if I remember seeing that out of the corner of my eye or not, but maybe you guys did if you're watching. Aha! So we need Watt. There we go. Let's pull on Watt, pull Watt on out here, and there is lava down there, but we can't jump in it. It's going to keep us on the pathway here. And we've got some kind of dry, buzzy beetle with spikes. I don't like the looks of that. Oh no, and I got hit by it. Oh, that's awkward. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's see if jumping on this thing does anything. And it does 2 damage. Oh, they have a lot of defense when they're not flipped. Luckily, we have a Watt to zap them. And hopefully it doesn't do too much damage to us here. Yeah, I blocked it. And again, I'm going to use a refresh here, just knowing that Watt can finish this off. Yeah, that'll probably be the best way to go about this. Just save our items because the star power regenerates, right? So there's no point in saving it up when it's at max or close to max, right? It'll come back. You got nothing to worry about. Also, we should hopefully level up sooner or later, so I'm probably not going to use refresh again unless I really have to. But let's keep going up here in this dark, dank chamber. See what's going on the down path. So, the down path is just to recover yourself if you fail at jumping. And you very well might, because this is definitely a para-carry jump, and you won't have Watt to show you the way. I like this idea of actually having to do things in the dark every so often. If you recall that one place in J Jungle on Lava Lava Island, when we had to save that one Yoshi that was hidden inside that pipe, I thought that brick you had to break because it would be in the dark. That would be a pretty cool puzzle, but unfortunately I was just incorrect. and it didn't. I thought that that would be a pretty cool thing to do, though. Is there nothing back here, really? Really nothing back here? Huh, that's interesting. I don't know why they put this if there's nothing back here. That's weird. But we're going to come back this way and end up fighting this guy, so let's see on the other side of that. That's done with. You may have noticed that I jumped on the buzzy beetle, or the bony beetle there, even though it was clearly going to just cut my foot. That's why I put the spike top, the spike shield badge on, because I know that they're... Oh no, it's one of these. I don't need this tasty tonic, that's fine. I'll just try my best to not get destroyed by any more Hammer Brothers. If they're there, I'm going to just go all out and try and finish them as soon as possible. But yeah, that's part of why I put the spike shield badge on, because there's going to be those bony beetles, there's going to be more of the... Whoops, I don't need bow. There's going to be more of the Koopa Trolls. You know, there's a lot of spiked enemies in here. So it's nice to be able to have some protection against that, be able to use our jump attacks, which we're focusing a little bit more on now that we're at the end of the game and can't just breeze through everything. And speaking of Koopa Trolls, there's one right there. Alright, so let's see what else we got going on here. We have another block up there that I don't think I'm going to go for. I just don't think it's going to be worth it. I've got plenty of really good items already, so I am going to kill that Koopa Troll for... Oh, so one gimmick that I didn't actually notice that I'm going to be putting in here just to show it is that if you don't have Watt out when you're fighting in this area, you can't see anyone. I accidentally messed up the way that I was doing my commands in this fight, and because of that I had to use bow to get out of sight here to make sure that I didn't get mauled by that charged up Koopa Troll like I have PTSD over from before. So I switched out and then the light went on. I don't know if that applies to the enemies as well. I don't really want to risk it, but yeah, that's a thing. So let's finish this battle off and keep moving here. Gotta pick up our star points. And let's see what this item is, just because, you know what I mean, you never know what it is, right? Maybe it's something super powerful. Let's pick it up. Oh, it's another shooting star. So I'm gonna drop this Thunder Rage actually in favor of. Actually, I'll drop the POW block in favor of the shooting star because I don't need no POW block. Right? I got a shooting star and I can flip over enemies anyway, so we're all right. One thing you may not, I don't know if I noted this or if I tried it on enemies, but those damage dealing items as well as the star power Starstorm, they all do damage through enemy armor. So it doesn't matter how much armor they have, that you don't need to flip them. So one thing I'm realizing is that I do remember this area here pretty distinctly, this whole cavern kind of idea with the split paths. I don't remember anything about it, but I do remember the area itself. So it looks like we've got a spring over there. This side appears to be some sort of dead end, and so does that one over there apparently. I wonder if there's I wonder what that's all about. So let's go on up the top one and see what exactly happens when you come up here. Yeah, you can... Wait, so if you fall down here, there's a secret bottom path with a jump... Oh my god. Get away from me. Oh, it's Magic Koopas. Oh, that's really cool. They work just like the same way that they did in the original games, where they can disappear and appear. That is actually pretty awesome. I like that. So let's go on ahead and take some of these out. We're gonna get to see a Koopa Troll... a Magic Koopa attack here. Oh no, the Magic Koopa's just buffing that one up. That's kind of spooky. I don't really want to face that. Oh, and I suck at action commands. Man, I really need to get... I said that I worked on them, and I clearly did not. And the joke is that I actually did... Oh, no. That's so bad. The joke is that I actually did work on them. I just suck. I still suck, even after practicing. Ugh. Maybe I should bring back the old My Name is Mike and I'm Bad at Video Games intro, rather than the play on pair carry, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. I should take this guy out now. I should take him out so that he doesn't destroy me. And hopefully we can kill this Magic Koopa. Luckily we're getting a ton of star points, so hopefully that damage won't matter so much. We're going to level up off the next battle more than likely because it's only 6 points away. So let's collect our stuff. A lot of coins, a lot of flower points. We should probably just use some FP in the next battle. Oh, it looks like we're out of the darkness area. That's pretty cool. Let's switch off to Bombette. I feel like that might be useful. Depends on what we run into here. Looks like we can go behind this guy. I wonder what this is all about. This is some kind of puzzle. I know it. Hello. What can we do with this? I'm confused. Let's bomb it. That did nothing. Is this perhaps a situation in which we might need to use Gumbario for a tattle?
We're back inside Bowser's castle. There's a stone puzzle with Bowser's first job. What poor taste on it. Get better. If we push that thing, what do you think will happen?
I just tried that, but we'll try it again. But we will try it again in the next episode. Another episode duly delivered. And LP's job is never done. See you guys next time.